Today we're going to talk about our visit to Nashville, downtown Nashville, Broadway, and some sights that we saw.
And I quit playing ball at age 15. Traded my new bat for an old guitar. It broke Dad's heart, but he still loved me. And he was there at every show. No more jersey, just tuxedos.
We started our visit to Nashville at Nashville Shores Lakeside Resort, and we just did a review on that campground if you want to take a peek at it. We enjoyed it. It was closed for the season. Just a quick overview, very quiet, just about 10, 15 minutes outside of Nashville, so it worked well for us.
Yep.
From there, we started to see the sights. We went Monday night downtown Nashville. We did Broadway. It was quiet. You'll see, from the footage here.
A little chilly.
It was chilly and a Monday night, so I think that's why things were a little on the quiet side crowd-wise. We went in to see Blake Shelton's Old Red restaurant. That's a 3-level restaurant with a bar upstairs. They were closed for those 2 levels. The second level and third level were closed because they had private parties that night. So they have live musicians, I believe, on all 3 levels standardly. It was a cute place.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't like is they made you had to be like a vulture to get
grab
your
a table. Yeah, you had to hawk a table.
When someone jumped up, you had to go run for the table and try and get it. And I really don't care for that.
Yeah, we would rather be seated.
And I don't know if that was because the 2 floors were rented out or if that's their normal procedure. But if it is, they need to fix that because that's ridiculous.
Well, Kid Rock's restaurant, he's across the street from Blake Shelton's place. So the food was average. We had filet, nothing spectacular. I don't recall what Lynn and Dave had now, do you?
No.
Chicken sandwich, I think, was one. And it was okay, not bad. I think it's probably going to be your average that you would find downtown. From there, we walked Broadway. We went in and checked out some cowboy boots and some cowboy hats, doing the touristy thing. The bars along there are pretty cool. There was a Miranda Lambert bar with windows open and you could hear the live music, with the performers right there. So it was a pretty cool atmosphere. We made our way down to Tootsie's, which was established, I think they said in 1960. It's called Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. And it's known as one of the oldest honky tonk bars in Nashville. And that was pretty cool. They have their whole wall of fame. So there's a lot of artists that have been in and out of there. So that was kind of cool to take that walk in history. The Ryman, they have a a rooftop bar.
Yeah.
That we
You've been drinking?
I feel like I have been. They have a rooftop bar that we took some time and watched some of the bands play up there. You'll see some footage you have here from the rooftop, kind of like a 360 view. It was pretty cool. We enjoyed that, stayed there for a little bit. The Ryman, which is the Grand Ole Opry original auditorium, is located right behind Tootsie's, so that was kind of cool to see off in the distance. We didn't take the time to go into that. Johnny Cash's museum is downtown. We didn't do that either, but that's something that you might be interested in doing. So that kind of wrapped up our night in downtown Nashville. We ventured off to, it's called, our daughter recommended it. It's called The Pharmacy. It's a burger and beer garden in Nashville. And they're kind of locally sourced farm to table concept. They have the 100% Tennessee beef, and they use pure cane sugar for their sodas. They do homemade sodas there. So what we have, I had the pharmacy burger.
I did a milkshake.
Yeah, and Lynn and Dave did the milkshakes.
Kind of underwhelming. It
wasn't thick enough,
It was very
right?
runny, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, I don't know about you, but I like a scoop of ice cream in my milkshake, you know. It was kind of runny, so I was a little disappointed in the milkshake. But the burger was delicious.
I had a homemade root beer.
Mm-hmm.
That was yummy.
It's a nice place. We ate outside. It's like garden dining, and it's kind of cool.
It was cool, very neat. You'll see it here.
I definitely would recommend that place as far as food.
The daughter says it's one of the best burgers she's ever had. So I have to give her. It was very fresh burger. It
Top
was yummy.
5 maybe.
It was good. Breakfast, we did a place called Nadines. And their tagline, I guess, is elevated American classics with hometown love, which it was a cute little place.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got the chicken and waffles.
Yeah, and they also have the Nashville hot chicken. Yeah. I don't think any of us tried that.
No, I didn't. I should have, but it was breakfast.
Yeah, I stuck to the regular eggs, but you guys, I don't know, that was the specialty there that you guys, the three, you, Lynn and Dave really wanted.
I think we went there 2 days, right?
We did eat there twice.
Yeah.
And their sausage is all homemade from scratch. So that was, it was a pretty interesting breakfast place. Cute hometown kind of.
Seems like a lot of locals go there.
Right. Wow. So we enjoyed that.
It's kind of outside the city. What was that? Was that in Hermitage?
It's called Nadine's Hermitage Haven or something along that line. But
I'm not a big city person, so.
Yeah.
I would rather go out to the countries and hike a trail than hang out in the city, but I have to grin and bear it.
Yeah, I drag him into the big cities every now and then. You got to live a little. We're chasing the dream RV.
That's the thing. I want to live a little.
Nashville
Stay away from them cities.
Nashville was a Terry bucket item, so I got to see a little bit of it. We did wrap up our stay there with the Grand Ole Opry, which I thought was really, really cool. Mm-hmm. It's the longest running broadcast radio. They started back in November of 1925. And they moved into the Ryman, I think it was in 1943, and then over in 1974 to where they are now at the Grand Ole Opry House.
Opry House.
Yeah. So that was really cool. We got to see Craig Morgan. There was a girl from The Voice, Team Blake. Her name was Emily
Roberts. Okay.
Emily Ann Roberts, yeah. And I got to meet the guitarist, and there's a picture that Randy should put in here if he doesn't.
Yeah.
And, I wish him well and, fame and fortune. And he's like, hey, I'm just the guitarist.
Terry molested the guitarist.
I'm like, well, good luck. It was really cool to get to see, to actually talk to somebody that was performing. So I enjoyed it. It was really pretty neat. We got to see... What are they called? The Riders in the Sky or something like that?
Riders in the Sky, we saw them.
Yeah, so that whole experience was definitely on my bucket list. It was a good time. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So there are just some highlights from our visit. I'm sure there's plenty that we didn't cover because Nashville is,
so big. I would have rather done some of the more of the tours, like museums and stuff.
The Johnny Cash Museum.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I'm kind of sad we missed that. And there was something else we were talking about.
I'm going to say maybe next time.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll go back.
I'll go back to Glacier before I go back to...
Well, back in the day when we were, big partiers and all, it would have been a great scene. It would have been a good time, but we don't do the drinking like we used to do. So we're the old folks, not him or anything, but me. So we can't stay out too late. But anyhow, we hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in our next video.
Yeah, and drop in the comments anything that you guys did in Nashville.
Yeah, if we missed it.
If we do decide to go back. So, it better be good, though, because I don't like going to cities. So something good to arm twist Randy into going back. Yeah, all right. Cool.